Do you know that Australia has a population of 22.7 million people? While this country is also home to 200 million rabbits. That means rabbits outnumber humans by 10 times. These rabbits have caused so much destruction in Australia that the government has declared them a destructive species. Where rabbits are considered harmful creatures in Australia, and the country has made every unsuccessful attempt to get rid of them, China, on the other hand, has imported more than 4 million rabbits over the past 30 years. Not to eat them, but to carry out a unique experiment in the Kubuqi Desert. And the result that came out of it left the entire world amazed. Welcome once again to Nobels Creation. Viewers, when a desert swallows fertile land and turns it into desert as well, this process is called desertification. And its biggest victim is the Kubuqi Desert in China. There was a time when the Kubuqi Desert was expanding at a rate of 500,000 acres per year. That means every year, this desert was swallowing nearly 500,000 acres of fertile land. At that time, China made every possible effort to reduce the rate of desertification. During the 1950s and 1960s, many projects were launched. Sand control stations were built, trees were planted in the desert. But this ocean of sand was out of control. Then one day, a local entrepreneur named Wang Wenbiao changed everything. Wang invested his own money in a strange idea. He started placing dry shrubs in square shapes across hundreds of acres of desert and began planting willow trees in between, which are also known as bead trees. Willow is a type of tree that can survive even without water because its roots can go 300 feet deep to search for water. This wood is used for making paper and furniture, but only if the tree can survive in the desert. In the Kubuqi Desert, strong winds scatter sand everywhere, which causes the trapped moisture inside to evaporate. To protect the willow plants from these strong winds, shrubs were placed around them. In the beginning, people laughed at Wang, saying, "Look at this crazy man planting trees in the desert." But no one understood his intentions. Everything went fine for the next 3 years. But then, a new problem appeared. The willow trees now needed special care. If they were to be sold to the paper and furniture industry, it was necessary to cut the new branches quickly so that the main trunk could grow thicker. But doing this work in the desert was both difficult and expensive. And this is where the story takes a new turn. This is the point where rabbits enter the story. Especially Rex rabbits became part of this project. Rex rabbits are a special breed whose fur is similar to that of an otter. Very soft, expensive, and used in luxury clothing. But why were rabbits brought here? Because one small habit of theirs changed the entire ecosystem of the Kubuqi Desert. Rex rabbits love to eat the new branches growing on willow trees. As they kept eating these thin new branches, the main trunk of the tree grew thicker, which the paper industry bought at high prices. That means the rabbits both ate and provided raw material for the paper industry. On one side, the environment benefited, and on the other, the economy. But this was just the beginning of the story. As you already know, willow tree roots go 300 feet underground. These roots began strengthening the structural stability of the sand. As a result, during strong winds, the sand no longer flew away, and the trapped moisture did not evaporate. Meanwhile, rabbits started showing their real impact. The waste of Rex rabbits, their droppings, began working as fertilizer. In China's zero-waste system, this also became a valuable product. Another thing is that Rex rabbits have a very high reproduction rate. A female can give birth to 50 babies in a year. As the number of rabbits increased, Their waste also increased, and the land became more fertile. Before long, sand turned into farmland. Now, organic vegetables began to grow there. Another important trait of Rex rabbits also played a key role in this miracle. They can digest grass, but they cannot digest grass seeds. Because of this, the seeds pass out unchanged with their droppings, and after some time, grass began to multiply. That means rabbits not only maintained the willow trees, but also helped grow grass. And in the end, their fur was also sold at high prices. This process became a self-sustaining cycle. Rabbits literally started turning the desert green. After the success of this experiment, Wang didn't stop here. He rented 100 bulldozers and started leveling the sand dunes. He filled pits, flattened the land, and planted willow trees there as well. He encouraged local people to raise Rex rabbits. With help from the Chinese government, he imported millions of Rex rabbits and distributed them among locals. Every household became a small farm. This project continued for 10 years, and the entire area transformed. Once, there was nothing but sand here. Now, it has become a green region. The total area of the Kubuqi Desert is 18,600 square kilometers. According to a UN report, 33% of it, about 6,250 square kilometers, has turned green. This is the result of more than 30 years of effort. Because of this transformation, the Kubuqi Desert is now known as an ecological marvel instead of the Sea of Death. But not only the environment changed, people's lives changed as well. The Chinese government invested 3 billion yuan, about $400 million. With this money, new villages were built and employment was created in the desert. Today, millions of acres of desert are supporting livelihoods. More than 2,000 farms are operating, and every year, 3 million Rex rabbits are sold. An average farmer's annual income has reached $9,600. People who once fled the desert are now becoming wealthy there. According to an estimate, 10,000 people's lives have changed. In 2017, when media reporters visited, they saw the environment had improved 10 times. Trees, grass, animals, and humans were all in balance. But one question comes to mind. If rabbits can turn deserts green, why are they dangerous in Australia? The truth is, before 1859, there were no rabbits in Australia. Then, a British man released just 24 rabbits so that they could multiply and be hunted for sport. After 70 years, their population exploded and went out of control. In Australia, rabbits live freely in their natural habitat. But in China, they are kept in a controlled environment and used only as needed. That's why rabbits are a curse in Australia, but a blessing in China. But the story of the Kubuqi Desert does not end here. This is also where the world's largest solar power image was built, called the Junma Solar Power Plant. Spread over 6,000 acres, it consists of about 5 million solar panels that form the shape of a running horse when seen from space. According to Guinness World Records, it is the world's largest solar panel image. By 2022, this plant had generated 2.3 billion kilowatt hours of energy. It saved 7,600 tons of coal and reduced 1.8 million tons of carbon dioxide. But if you think this power plant only generates electricity, you are wrong. It also fights desertification. Under the panels, sunlight does not reach, so evaporation is reduced. As a result, grass grows there, And to cut that grass, Rex rabbits are used again. Rabbits eat the grass and spread seeds through their waste. This not only reduces desertification, but also produces free energy. And in the end, rabbit fur is sold at high prices. The panels also reduce wind speed by 50%, which prevents sand displacement and gradually makes the land fertile again. Today, if you visit the Kubuqi Desert, you will see sheep, goats, ducks, and rabbits living together. There is grass under the panels and clusters of willow trees around. No one could have imagined that the Sea of Death would become the Sea of Life. And it all started with the proper use of a small rabbit. Today, researchers around the world call this model an eco-economic revolution. According to a report, 50% of the world is desert, and 40% is facing desertification. Today, Europe and America are trying to learn from China's model. The message of the Kubuqi Desert is clear. If humans and nature work together, even a sea of death can be turned into a garden of life. We hope you will like and share this video as well. Thank you very much for your kind comments. See you in the next amazing video.